you not?
It always takes a second for me to get used to it.
Mental health.
Mental health.
I always see online. It's like how to look out for your friends and things you can do to like make sure they're okay, and that is very good. Like you need to like make sure your friends are okay. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's down to you if you want to have good mental health. As much as your friends can help, at the end of the day, it is ultimately down to you to have like good habits and good practices for mental health. You can't like expect your friends to always be out there looking for you, and everyone has their own obligation to kind of look after themselves. And I want to like I wrote down a list of things that I think are good like practices for mental health, because it's a fucking big issue. Like as much as we talk about it, it's still even more of a big issue than probably is talked about.
Yeah.
Do you want what would you say before I go into mine? Like what would you say like good mental health practices?
See, I don't know. See, I feel like you could have all the good mental health practices in the world, but the fucked up thing about mental health is sometimes it's just like, nah, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit. You could have like no money stress, no problems with a big group of friends, like all that, but still feel like alone. There's a Mac Miller line where it talks about the time he feels the most lonely is when he's in big crowds, and it's like, I feel that, soul boy, soul brother.
preach, brother.
Yeah. So go on, tell me some of your good practices.
Yeah, no one is not like taught how to actually like deal with your mental health. No one's like, here's a course, step-by-step guide on how to like deal with your mental health. So this is it, all right. Me with the best mental health in the world, all right.
Dr. Louis.
First off is like your sleep.
Make
sure you're getting like good. I'm not doing this in the minute.
Then you literally spoke to me today, like, yeah, I'm going to bed really late and waking up really early.
A good like at least 7 hours, preferably 8 to 9 hours a day. And when people usually count, like as soon as they get into bed, that's like they will count that of when they fall asleep. But you need to count more time than that. Like say like I'm in bed at 9 and I sleep till 7. That's how many? 10 hours. So you're gonna think some people will be like, oh yeah, I've had 10 hours sleep, you know, wow. But if you still like laid in bed for like 2 hours, that's only 8 hours. So the amount of time you're actually getting is a lot less. So you need to give another hour or two of like actually being in bed or getting ready for bed before you start counting how many hours you would have had. Just sleep's a big one. Like Jordan Peterson in his book says about how when he has like a patient or whatever, the first thing he says is, "What's your sleep like?" And then he says, if they're like, "Oh, I'm not getting much sleep," he says, "All right, get a good sleep schedule, then come back to me if you're still got these problems." Because I do notice a difference sometimes with like anxious thoughts or whatever. If I'm very low on sleep, they are the voices are very much louder in my head. Like
your demons, bro.
The demons, bro. Reduce your screen time. Talk about this a lot. Just fucking reduce your screen time. Get the fuck off your phone. Apart from watching this podcast.
Yeah, basically. So watch you have like an hour of screen time a day where you go on YouTube, watch this, like and subscribe, maybe leave a comment talking about how much funnier Yannick is than Louis, and then throw your phone away and go do something, man.
Yeah. Your diet. A lot of people are very deficient in like vitamins and minerals, so make sure you get enough vitamin D. Like I take a vitamin D supplement.
So do I. I started it first.
This is my
Sorry.
I am talking about mental health.
Yeah, I'm just a
yours does not matter, all right?
Attention seeker, so I constantly need that hit. So I think mental health. sorry.
Like junk food and like processed foods, like eliminate that as much as possible. Like as much as you feel like those cravings, like, oh, it makes me happy. Like maybe in the short term, yes, but in the long term, when you look in the mirror
and you see that fat sack of shit that could not have that one pack of digestives, you're gonna look at yourself and think,
daily meditation. Even just 5 minutes I notice a big difference, even just 5 minutes. Like I've been trying to implement just 5 minutes, even 10 minutes every other few days.
Mm-hmm.
I notice a big difference in my mood throughout the day. I'm more like just like present and like in the moment and like not like worrying about random shit.
Yeah, fair. My recently with meditation, I sort of get into this thing. Like I've been doing it less because I feel like I can't do it. If that makes sense. I don't know if that does make sense, but it's like the idea of because my head's racing so much, the idea that I have to sort of clear it. It just becomes like I can't.
Yeah.
Also, is that stove on?
Oh, it's not on.
Oh, okay. I thought in case you fucking have a gas leak, and yeah. It's like I just saved your life though, by the way. The task seems insurmountable, so I haven't been doing it as much. How would you combat that, or is it just to do it?
Did I tell you about the way of thinking about meditation and how you should think about it as reps?
Oh yeah, like training your brain.
Yeah, it's a skill. You're not going to be like some like Chinese monk immediately. It is a skill that you need to develop, and just the 5 minutes a day is just a great way to start. Like I've started waking up earlier to meditate, because usually I'll wake up at like 8 o'clock and it's just shower, eat, go to school. So I'm waking up at like 7:30, so I'll shower, meditate, then carry on the rest of my routine. And then you will have days where like you are more anxious, and you just got to remember like you're just gonna get those days, and just remember as reps, just try and when you get those thoughts, just slowly remind yourself, okay, bring it back to the breath.
Yeah.
And it is difficult, especially at first. It gets better over time because again, it's a skill. You just got to practice it.
Would you prefer guided or non-guided meditation?
And non-guided.
Interesting. I like guided.
I just like no sound, just complete empty. And when you're breathing as well, a tip is take longer breaths out than in.
Oh really?
So you'll do like a in, and then you, for as long as you can, just expel your entire lungs. Just
interesting.
say like in for 2 seconds, out for like 5, and that relaxes your body. Like with Wim Hof, he does about breathing in more than out, which is what like gets that rush kind of thing. So you're doing the opposite of that. So you're breathing out more.
Okay.
So it makes you feel like with each breath, you're like, so like I bring my chest up and it's.
Aren't you supposed to breathe more through your stomach than your chest when meditating though?
You probably should, yeah. But I find for me, just to get me relaxed, to get myself some more relaxed state, just kind of like feel everything go like out.
Not fair.
So maybe just like try that like next time.
Yeah. When I'm doing it, I'll normally do like square breathing, where I'll breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. That's my sort of. But I'll try that one.
Yeah, try the like just out more. Everyone should try meditation. Like no one else benefits apart from you.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm selling you like some course like £10 a month
to meditate. Yeah,
bro. Meditation course. Literally just sit there and just in and out. Just focus on the breath.
Yeah, that's all it is really.
Another thing is daily gratitude.
Yeah, gratitude. Yeah, gratitude's a big one.
It can be in any form. Some people like have like a journal and they'll write like, I am thankful for this person or what happened today. Yeah, I pray every night. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot you told me about that.
Yeah.
Big JC. You're gonna start on a necklace with a cross on it.
May eventually get one. I wouldn't say I'm religious. I just like the idea of a god is sort of comforting.
Do you pray for other people or do you just pray for yourself?
Sometimes I pray for other people.
Who have you prayed for?
Sort of like people like. So like say I've had a bad day with mental health, I'll like pray at the end of the day, like thanks for getting me through this day. Please look after people who are suffering from mental health, or maybe if I'm a bit injured or something, like look after people who have injuries or just something like that. Like again, so I'll pray. I'll say thank you for like I'm thankful for the food I've had today. I'm thankful for the social interactions I've had today, and then I'll say I'll look after whoever like that, and then that's a good way to like end my day. Like I end my day and I'm like happy. I'm chilled out and I'm like reading and I'm asleep.
That's cool. Yeah, I am. Yeah, like I might give it a try. Who knows? I just religion,
It's not necessarily religious.
Yeah,
like,
it depends, doesn't it? I suppose when you do it, are you doing it to a god or are you just doing it to say it?
it is somewhat to a god, yes, but you don't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
Like it still can help. You don't have to do it like a prayer form. You can do like I said in a journal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that is one thing, like especially online, is like gratitude journaling is a big thing, and it's a good way, like journaling, like writing stuff down is a good way of just clearing out your mind again. Because like imagine you've got like you get like tangled headphones. That's like your mind is like all the tangled headphones is all your thoughts, and then it's like straightening them out. It's very good. So I would say either do it at the start of the day or the end of the day, because it's a good way to start or end it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna wake up on a positive note, or you're gonna start the day on a positive note.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Frequently step outside of your comfort zone. The more friction there is in your life, the more growth there's going to be with you as a person.
Do what excites.
The more you're gonna develop and learn about yourself, and like actually like feel satisfied and happy with yourself. Just like a cold shower, or like going in like a social situation where you might feel a bit intimidated going into, like
go talk to people.
Like little things, like even like, oh, I don't like do the dishes, just do them. Like I it's a constant thing. We have to be like, sharpening the sword. Like when I don't want to do it, I have to like catch myself and think, right, okay, just do it. I'll feel better after I do it.
Yeah, there's also the opposite of it, where you deny yourself things. Where I want to go on my phone now.
Yep.
I want to go eat this. You don't need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to sort of remind yourself that they're like your cravings. You can't trust your brain.
No,
your brain's like it's a primitive thing. Like it's the chemicals, and it thinks when these chemicals are released from like your like addictions or whatever, then it's just like, oh, I need this.
Yeah,
your brain's just it's looking out for yourself, but it's
destructive at the same time.
Yeah, it thinks it's doing what's good for you because your like cells and whatnot are giving off these like hormones and signals that you need this, when realistically you don't actually need it. So you like don't trust your brain. Trust us. Right?
We'll be your
trust
brain.
Me, right?
Yeah, you can never trust your dick. And you can most of the time not trust your brain.
Yeah.
You can trust your brain, you can trust your dick if you've just masturbated. But there's like an hour-long window. But after that, then no. Your dick is not looking out for you. It's looking out for its balls. You know what I mean? Like
just trying to get a nut in.
It literally is just trying to bust a nut.
You hear what song was it? It's Jay-Z and what song was it? I think it was like called "Caught in the Hustle," and it was like, oh, my dad wanted to get a nut in, but he got a nothing.
Nice. Nice.
Thanks for watching this clip. If you liked watching this, somewhere around the screen will be like the full episode or whatever, and you can go watch that. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and comment. We'll hopefully see you in the next episode.